welcome. Bringing the energies of this forest and Mother Gaia to bring balance and relaxation to those who are willing to receive. I should have started this off in a meditation, so I'm just going to do that first. Move to the ground. Where are we going? Welcome, I am. you received Reiki sessions before? Look at the mosquito. He got me right in the leg. We'll find somewhere that has more sunlight. Where could I go? Sun is over there. Got me right in the leg. Let me find somewhere I can sit. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to find a spot that has pretty decent sunlight. So we go somewhere. Right here it's not too bad. Just to get away from the mosquito aisle. Right here it's no direct sun, but it's away from the mosquitoes. Looks like the bush managed to keep the mosquitoes away. Welcome back. I guess the mosquitoes still, you know what? I might just have to do it inside the tent. There's like 1,000 of these things all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go inside the tent. I guess it's that time of the year. Apologize. I guess they only really come out towards the end of the day. You see them in the morning. That's the mosquitoes over here. They don't wait. They just go directly for you. Like, nope, we're going to bite you right now. So, I'm just gonna go up here. Just kind of sitting over here. Got the headphones. Yeah, I'm like in the middle of their house because right next to me there's this large creek, and since this part of the forest it has like little pockets of water that the mosquitoes are able to. Oh, you changed your name. It's to I am the evolution. Don't you feel like the energetic shift when you change the name of your account? The whole energy feels different. For anyone who's wondering, when I first started off my YouTube channel, the name of my channel was Amenity Idiot, and then I changed it because I realized that, well, it's like, well, I'm not an idiot, so I changed it to Amenity Light, like hidden light, and then I changed it to Quantum Light because I started to realize that, okay, I'm not hidden anymore, but I'm now light that is quantum, that's connecting. And now I changed it to Adamantium Light. So now I seen that you have changed your name from nobody to I am, which is I am is source creator. I think one of the mosquitoes still got in here. Well, actually, it feels a lot better. It's like once I stepped inside the tent, that energy went away. We're like flowers. In the wintertime, we went dormant, and now in the summertime, we reopen. Okay. I just need to allow myself to relax. I couldn't relax myself because I was constantly thinking about the mosquito. But now I can relax. The more that we relax, as I said last week, the more powerful our energy becomes. So I just need to allow myself to fall back. As I relax my state of being, I am capable of relaxing the state of beings of those around me and uplifting. So let go of thoughts, quiet mind, quiet. Also, something I was playing around with within my mind was slowing down the amount of time that I receive information. So like now, when I get like a whole bunch of like fear or anxiety energy, I visualize it. It's entering it. I allow it to enter, but I slow it down. So I slow the speed of which it enters, so I can observe it. Because it's almost like anxiety is a whole bunch of information coming in way too fast. And I was playing around with that because on my phone, I was. So wait, I'm about to move back like 3 months, something that was happening. So I have been practicing slowing myself down. I've been listening to music, but slow it down. I've been listening to vibrations, but slowing it down. I even been watching like different lectures and videos, but I will slow down the speed of the video and listen to it in slow motion. And I kept doing that for probably 2, 3 months. And I started to notice that the time on my phone at the time, so imagine currently right now the time is 5:52. And at my work, I used a punch out machine, and the machine punched it punches the time. So the machine was the clock out machine was exactly attuned to my phone's time, but the time at my work was speeding up. So the more I started meditating and slowing myself down, the time on my phone was different from the time everywhere else around me. It actually looked like I was moving back, or it's like everything, all the clocks around me was speeding up, but the time on my phone was 2 minutes back, and then the next thing I know was 3 minutes back, and then the time at my job was 3 minutes back on the punch out machine. But if I look at the time on the computer, it was 3 minutes forward. So I moved the time forward, and then all this energy started rushing into me. So now I move my time back or even forward. So now with that, I've been playing around with the feeling of moving myself forward 10 minutes, moving myself back 10 minutes. But now I moved it sideways. So instead of forward and back, it's sideways. Because now it feels like energy is coming into me from both directions. But it's like you can slow the amount of time it enters. It's gonna make sense to me later. I usually best not for me to speak about things like this in the beginning stage because then I start to forget it. That's why I have been mostly quiet about my realizations because as soon as I say it, it gets the next 4 days. It's like I'm almost gonna forget about it, so I'm gonna have to write it down later. Turn to the now. I started to notice that a lot last year. Like last year, I talked so much about my realizations and I made my walk so much harder because I started to notice right after I did the live stream, the next day it was like I completely forgot everything that I just learned. So that's why I start to focus on quality over quantity. I start to realize if I make YouTube videos every day and constantly talk about my realizations, I end up forgetting everything that I was given. But if I realize my realizations and then constantly do it, then make a video about it, then I don't lose it. No, I do not. I'm still learning how to visualize. My visualization is kind of different or unique because when I say I visualize, I'm not closing my eyes and seeing. It is almost like intent, like motion moving. Like, see, it's best for me not to explain it yet. I'm gonna have to write it down, and then one day I will spell it out. Because even right now, I feel it. If I try to explain it right now, I'm gonna completely lose it. It's like so when it comes out into words, it's but vision board. It's like the way I visualize is it's I wouldn't say it's like 2D or 3D, but it's like both. For an example, I'm not gonna lie, last 3 days, it's been like 4 or 5 months since I had any marijuana, but I decided to have marijuana three, 2 days ago. I took it as an edible, and then I laid down, and then I went into a meditative state. And then I turned on the Christ letters, and then I moved back in my awareness and my consciousness, moving back and up. Because, usually before, when I take it, I'll get really drowsy and uncohesive. But this time, I was focusing on my breathing. And it's almost like it's imprinted now. I just move back. And then I ask Father, Mother, Life, Universal Divine Consciousness to enter into my mind and heart. And then I wait and hear. And it was like the more I fall back into my mind, the smaller and bigger things get. So when Sananda or Jesus was speaking about like atoms, it was like my awareness was falling back, but as I was falling back, my awareness was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So tiny but bigger, going backwards and up. And he was speaking of like the shimmer of motes, how everything is electrically charged particles moving really fast. Give me one moment. I know I'm not doing Reiki right now, so I'm just mostly talking. So, give me one moment. Let me surround you in light first before I continue the story. I really need to stop biting myself energetically. The realization is slipping from my mind. I'm gonna have to meditate more because it gets to the point where it gets kind of difficult trying to put it into words. It is something that has to be felt. Like if I just shift myself into the state of my remembrance and then just channel that out, you may be able to pick up and feel what I'm speaking of. It starts with first relaxation of your breath, of your face muscles, relaxation of your tongue, arms, the whole entire body. And then relaxation of the heart. I'm realizing that I can do the healing as well just by projecting it from my third eye to stay more than my hands can do. Yes, I can feel. It's almost like you can feel what you describe, because the words have depth and width, and they also have weight and lightness. Like when I see a word, I don't see two-dimensional. It goes like this in a circle. So it's like I just let. So let is like flow in and then go. The energy moves outwards and then go with the flow. So it's almost like the bait instead of being a smooth. And the highest joy, so the heart, it goes like this brilliant white light. It's like described the state of being. Intention. And really like visualizing the flow of the word, like words going in and out, but flowing with your energy body. Releasing the intention within the heart chakra, primarily in the back of the heart chakra. I gotta use this. So, oh yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm not. I am feeling a lot more. It's like I'm spacey, but also constricted. Like it feels like my left arm is constricted, so this release. Because I am resisting my own self flowing in the state, watching my words. I need to let go of the belief system. Every time I say, I'm starting to realize, every time I say that it's hard for me to describe, I'm cutting the flow to my throat chakra, and I feel it because it's getting hard for me to speak. So I express myself with ease and grace. It is easy for me to express myself with ease. I keep saying, I say the correct affirmation with belief and faith until I feel my chakra reshift and open. It's like I'm not, see, I am not trying, I am moving into remembrance of my state of being. Yes, the I am. Feel it. I and then am. When I say the I feel it as energy moving inwards. So I, which that will be I, Ying, Ying, Ying. I am light. And adamantine light, will be the light beam that's entering directly into the top of your head and going straight down. Because adamantium means unbreakable. And I am means source creator. So, have you guys recently start to feel like your old past selves, like younger versions of yourself, cycling in and out? Like, I had this dream, and it was back when I was a baby, but my eyes was closed. But it's like everything was black, but I could see the bodies of the people around me as a turquoise light, like their silhouettes but in turquoise. And I just remember being a baby and people being around. Like, it just came like a flash. And when I woke up, like in my bed over there, and I was like, oh. There's something about like turquoise. You know, like if you look into the sun and then you close your eyes and then you start to see the colors shift and then you see like that turquoise light. Something about turquoise. Like a turquoise after image of a silhouette of a person. I also have another. You see, you get violet. I wonder what this means, like when you see those specific colors. I'm finally starting to feel the energies come back as as we speak more and relax more. I'm like working my way, trying to get my true authentic self to come out and stop being fearful of expressing myself. It's like um it's like someone's pouring iridescent light into a vase of water. And the vase of water is when you close your eyes is universal consciousness. And it's almost like your awareness is like holding like a shape and there's like light being poured into it. And it's like spewing. But I only noticed that when the first time I experienced it, I was like, I don't know. I sat down, I was like, I'm just gonna meditate for like 15 minutes. And I set a timer. and I ended up meditating for like 36 minutes. And halfway into it, I start to feel like this extremely loving presence. And it's saying I did this meditation right after I did a video. Well, I didn't do a video, but I listened to a video of, I think it was like the Pleiadians or Arcturians, and I was just experimenting, like, well, not going back. What I did was I asked beings of the highest light to surround me, and then I visualized seeing a golden white ball of light flowing into the crown of my head, and it went down to my back. And then that ball of light entered into my solar plexus, but not in the center, but actually like 2 inches behind me on my back. And then it started to flow and it went around me, and then it expanded and expanded, and it went backwards. So like, imagine like there's a ball, and when this ball moves, it's like turning different colors, and that ball was moving back and expanding backwards, and it went up, and then once I really like relaxed my heart, this light started to flow in, and this was around probably 25 minutes into the meditation. Then I saw all this light, and it was like any headaches that I had was immediately like melted away. And it was like energy and data flowing inwards. Well, it wasn't color. It was, well, I wasn't seeing anything at first, but then there was like color coming in that I can't describe. It was like we're looking outwards into the void, but in between where we're looking at, like this space right here, there's light coming in. It was like, I need some water. But I can talk about this one because this was like 3 weeks ago, so I know I'm not gonna lose it yet. Probably. Yes, it could have been the aura. I could have just been seeing my own aura, or my third eye could have been opening up a little bit. I'm not quite sure because even right now, I want to say I can't, but my perception of the aura is not strong yet. He said, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I definitely quickly seen some negative side effects after me taking some of the edibles. The negative side effect was I ended up sleeping the whole entire day, and I started eating a whole bunch of food that I usually don't eat. And I started to realize the food that I was eating was correlating to the state of consciousnesses that I had. So I started eating a whole bunch of cereal. I was like, why am I eating the cereal? And then flashbacks of me when I was like, I would say like 9 years old. I was like, oh, that part of me when I was 9 is what ordered this. But then right after, I end up ordering like Five Guys, and I never eat. I haven't eaten from like a burger place in a long time. And I was like, why am I eating from that? And then my memory came, and I was like, oh, this must have been me back in 2020. He said, I take a titanium formula, $7. Yes, I'm definitely gonna have to like research. I try to keep it mostly like natural substances, but it depends. Because I'm not gonna say that this edible was 100% natural because it has all these extra things. Okay. Time for me to actually like focus on the healing for the next remainder of this video. Or at least try. I know I've been mostly just been me talking. I prefer not to go live if I ever take an edible. It's not the best idea. I learned that the hard way. So I usually wait until like it completely wore off. Oh, well, it was a pleasure speaking with you as well. And welcome, Jupiter. Namaste. And I definitely felt your energy have shifted with a new name. I do not understand Giraffe. I will need a deeper explanation or a different perspective. I am currently right now, I'm just like feeling the chakras in between. For example, imagine there's like a spiral and it's moving forward and it's connecting between me and whoever's watching. Right now, it feels like there's a knot like right here, like in the heart chakra on the bottom part of the heart. It feels like there's a vortex. Right now it feels like a knot. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to feel where it's at and I'm trying to get it to move the other way so it can start spinning. Yes, that is a way to open up the heart. I love myself. I love others. I open myself to Father, Mother, Life. Much better. I say Reiki is more about changing one's beliefs more than just the hands. I wouldn't say I'm a wise man. I have wisdom, but I do not have it all. I believe that we all possess a certain level of wisdom and knowledge. It's how we choose to use it. And the only, I would say, I won't say it's the only way, but a good way to receive more is to give what you have been given. So I have been given a high amount of vitality and energy to give to others. And the reason why I have been given is because I allowed myself to receive it. Because it is given to all who are willing to receive it. I need to. I apologize if I'm like my eyes. I'm like darting like all over the place because it's like I hear a sound, but I feel it on the opposite side of my body. Like if the bird is whistling from over there, I feel it right here. And if I feel an animal move over there, like its energy body moves over there, I feel it on the opposite side of my body. And I'd be like, welcome. I know I always say that. I know I need to find. I could use greetings. Thank you for sharing your electric energy. feels like I'm falling backwards, but going up. Sometimes I am, well, I'm not saying sometimes. I am practicing, I believe it's called Ajawi, where I breathe in and makes this sound, and exhale. I'm wondering, Midnight, are you a fire or earth sign? I'm just wondering. Oh, much better with like. I can probably stay on this for a little bit longer. I'm I'm currently feeling so many different emotions. It's not bad or negative. It's just I haven't really felt emotions in this type of way. I am grateful. Welcome. The sound is so peaceful right now, even with the racing cars in the background. It's like surround sound, immersion, but without the headphones. Just hearing the wind and the air moving through the trees, but also feeling the emotion, energy in motion, of the surroundings. It's quantum light. That was me last year, but thank you for remembering. My entity shift when I change the name. When I think of quantum light, like if I move back into how that was, it's different. I'm gonna shift into adamantium light. I say quantum light hasn't left. It's just how I say. It's like stacked. I see it like this. So quantum light, and then shift back is adamantium light, and then shift back is something more. Shift back awareness. You shift up and down. I wish that I could speak to you guys, but not in a text way. It's a lot easier for me to speak with people when I'm speaking with them face to face. But when there is just the text messages, I can only really go off the feeling of the words. But it's a lot easier when I'm able to like speak like this realizations and in feeling states of being when I am with like you face to face or even on a phone call. It is a lot easier. And even right now, like when I'm speaking, I'm trying to, I'm not trying, I am following the pace of the words. Also, thank you for sharing your state of being. As we shift into a more fourth and fifth dimensional awareness, sometimes you may experience shared perception. So, if a person has like a really open connection and heart, you're able to like share senses. You're able to share your sense of smell and taste with other people through like the phone. Like I find it if I see someone like a YouTuber and I really have like a strong heart connection, like I really like how they hold themselves or they're like really genuine and open. Sometimes it doesn't have to be. It can be in the past, present, or um, current live stream. Sometimes, if you really allow yourself to like to relax, you can begin to feel what they're feeling. Like you can smell and taste what they're tasting, like on the video. Like if the person, it's like you can smell. Like how could I explain? It's like like if you're watching a video of a person cooking like some food, it's almost like you can smell what they're cooking in the kitchen. Just for like a split moment, a split second, you can smell it. That has happened with me one time before, where there was an ad of cologne, and they sprayed the cologne in the ad, and I smelled it. It went across my nose. I was like, what? Let me move back now to the present moment. I'm like trailing off into like a realization that I always want to say. I'm trying to figure it if it's just my ego talking or is it just me talking. Because also I realize my ego likes to share stuff just to share stuff, just for attention. I noticed that inside myself, and I need to let that go. Right now was not, it's not, at the time as of when I said it, it smelled like someone just did their hair. Like with the hair things, like you curl your hair. But then it also shifted because it smelled like I was smelling like, well, no, this is like before, a few times, come going back and forth. But currently, right now, it's like that psychic smell sensation is not there. But I say only for a split moment. Like, for an example, if you think of a rose and you keep thinking about the rose, you start to smell the rose. But you think of it like right here. Or like if you think of, let's see, something that you really like pine tree. You keep thinking about pine tree. I have to be in a really relaxed state now. And I'm just saying, it is only really something that smells really good. Like that's the only time I really experience it. Something that smells like really nice is almost like you can psychically smell it. Like it's either flowers, um, a strong scent of like cologne or perfume, or something that has to do with like nature. It has like that smell. And you know it's something different or like psychically because the smell does not match the environment that you're in. And when it happens, it feels like this part of your face is like a bubble. And it goes like that. But it is now time for me to exit because it has been an hour. I need to charge my phone. But I am grateful for everyone for sharing with me your vibration, your state of being. Thank you for listening to me and receiving this energy, this healing. May your day or night be filled with light. May your heart be open to receiving love. Namaste.